Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be analyzing three very active stocks. Today 23rd of July 2020, which are Milestone Pharmaceuticals, Liquid Media Group and Cymabay Therapeutics. Before doing so, I would like to remind you our best-selling trading video course, which is Learn How to Trade Financial Markets with Indicators and Techniques Unique in the World of Trading, published on greenfair.com. Let's start our analysis with the first stock, Milestone Pharmaceuticals. As you can see here, we have plotted the daily chart, so every candle is a daily one. In terms of cyclicity, we have experienced the low on March 2020, and now we are experiencing a new low over the mid-June. What happened right now? After a prolonged period of low volatility, when the distance between the high and the low is very low, we should be expecting a movement upwards or downwards, which means we should be expecting an explosion in terms of price. Over March 2020, we have experienced a huge gap down, and now we are experiencing a huge gap up. Yet, as you can see here, the price is now moving above the upper envelope, which means we should be expecting a reversal. Now, in terms of short term and medium and long term, we can say that right now, in terms of short term, we could see the price going to hit the barrier around 11.50. So, in other words, we still have room for an increase for the price over the next days and weeks. While in terms of long-term trend, we should be expecting the price to fulfill the gap down around 3.50. Okay, so yesterday it opened at 3.40, and we might see the price then going back from the upper band to then close this gap down. Yet I don't expect this gap down to be closed right now, since the green line curve is crossed above the red one, which means for the short-term trend we should be expecting the price moving up. Okay, now let's move on and let's analyze the second one, which was Liquid Media Group, and let's see what we can understand in terms of price analysis, in terms of technical analysis. What is really important to underline, that after a period of prolonged low volatility, we should be expecting this, the basis of the technical analysis, we should be expecting a strong price movement. Okay, right now, as you can see here, this price is completely different from the previous one. As well, even in this case, we are experiencing a huge reversal in ball. Today is 23rd of July, and the American market just opened 1 hour ago, so we should be expecting, or we should be waiting for the end of the day in order to have a better analysis. Yet, as you can see here, we have a huge tail with the body in the lower section of the candle. As you can see here, the cycle is going to close, is going to hit the upper band. In other words, again, even in this case, we've experienced it after a prolonged period of very low volatility. As you can see here, with the exception of this candle, with the distance between the low and the high is really low, and as well we experience some doji, and as you can see here, the upper band seems to be a dynamic resistance. As well, not only the price is hitting the upper band, but also, as you can see here, the green curve is almost hitting the upper threshold. And what happened right now here is that every time we've experienced the price, the curve hitting, and the price as well hitting the upper band, and then the green curve and the red curve, both of them actually crossing above the upper threshold, we should be then expecting a reversal. It happened as well here. So right now we might see some movement, horizontal movement, or some movement up for the short-term trend, but over the medium and long-term trend, I do expect the price to reverse and to close the gap down at the gap up at 1.60 US dollar. Okay, so completely different chart from the previous one. And in any way, while for the short-term trend we can expect a movement upwards, I do believe we are going to close for both of them the gap up over the next months. So now let's analyze the last one, which is Cymabay Therapeutics, and let's see what we can retrieve for Cymabay. Okay, another pharmaceutical company. Okay, in this case is different, and the reason, as well, as you can see here, after a very prolonged period of low volatility, then we have experienced a huge increase in terms of price, with the price going up above the upper band, which means we had an extreme in terms of volatility, and then we have experienced the price going okay? So right now we have a doji formation with the cycle is still positive, and both of them now, the green and the red one, both the curves are above the zero, which means the derivative is above the zero, which is a positive signal, but is actually for the short-term trend. Again, even in this case, we might see some movement. Okay, let's say that Cymabay Therapeutics seems to be the one which has the biggest probabilities to see the price already going down. Okay, the other two stocks in terms of technical analysis, in terms of chart, were better, okay, than Cymabay Therapeutics. So we could even edge, so long for the two first and short with the Cymabay Therapeutics. Anyway, in this case, what is happening right now? The price has hit the upper band, which means we are experiencing extreme volatility. And as it happened here with this huge gap down, and you can see here with the formation of big cycle, okay? So the price went below the lower band, and look what happened there. So if you buy here, and then you can sell here. In other words, once the price crosses below the lower band, it seems to be a very great, a really good buy signal. And as well here, if the price crosses above the upper band, we have a very great sell short signal, as you can see here. Okay, from 4.87 we reached almost 3 US dollars. So right now we are in a very critical position, because if we break, okay, above the 5 US dollar threshold, then we can expect the price to still go up. Okay, so before triggering a short, I will be waiting the price to test 5 US dollar. If here we will see a series of long black candle, then we should be expecting this gap to be fulfilled over the next days. Thank you, guys.